I am back with another reading from Negro Myths from the Georgia Coast. This is myth number 32. Brother Lion, Brother Rabbit, Brother Fox, and Brother Raccoon. Brother Lion, him been keeping a bank. In that bank, him have chicken and hog and sheep. Brother Fox, him married to Brother Coon daughter. Brother Fox father-in-law, him been a rogue. Brother Coon and Brother Rabbit make a plan to rob Brother Lion bank and them using to take things out of him every now and then. And nobody can find out who the thief. Brother Fox, Brother Rabbit, and Brother Coon, them they're fast friend and them constantly keep company. Brother Rabbit, him tell Brother Lion, say him know the man who done rob him bank, but he ain't want to talk his name. And he advised Brother Lion to set a steel trap to catch the thief. Brother Lion do as him say, and the next night when Brother Coon, Brother Fox, and Brother Rabbit going to rob the bank again, Brother Coon, him walk on top of the trap, and he catch him by the foot. The thing broke Brother Coon's leg, and it hurt him very bad, but he feared to holler in case if he did holler, he know Brother Lion gonna run there and kill him. So, he lay there and moan and beg his friends to help him. Brother Fox and Brother Rabbit, them study over the thing and then make up their mind to say if Brother Lion find Brother Coon in the trap, he not only gonna kill Brother Coon, but he will sit and kill his family. Then them conclude that the best thing for them been that Brother Fox, who been him son-in-law, must take one sword and chop Brother Coon's head off and bury him, and that he skin Brother Coon and bury his hide and his clothes and leave Brother Coon naked in the trap so nobody can tell who been catched. Brother Fox, him do as them agree. The next morning, when Brother Lion examine the trap, he find the thief done catch. He call in his friend for consult, but it's the body done stripped and his head done cut off and gone. Nobody can make up his mind who the thief been. Brother Lion say him gonna find out who the thief is and who the man who cut his head off and skin him. Brother Rabbit, him come up about this time and him persuade Brother Lion to send for one cart and put the dead body on him and let one of his hand hang over one side of the cart and gather him soldier and put one gang on the left-hand side and the other gang on the right-hand side and make the music go before and let them all march down the middle of the street and Brother Lion town, all that linking the street. And if the soldier hear anybody done scream and a cry in any one of the house, then the soldier must go to that house and kill everybody who lived there, because that must be the family of the thief. Brother Lion, him well pleased, and he give order and have the thing done just as Brother Rabbit been planned. When the company been a marching with the dead body and the thief in the cart, just as them come before the door in the house where Brother Fox live, who been married Brother Raccoon daughter, him wife been a looking out of the window, and she see her pa hand and hang over the side of the cart, and she knew him, and she holler and scream and fall down and faint away. Then the soldier who been on the right-hand side of the cart, them run to the house where them hear the screams and the hollering, and them bust in the door and going to kill the whole family. Brother Fox, when he seen what happened, take one knife and he cut off one of his finger, and he run to the door and he meet the soldier and he show him his hand and bleed, and he tell him and say he been to lose one of his finger, and his wife that's scared when she see what happened to him, that she holler and faint away. So Brother Fox fooled the soldier, and them going back and join the company, and they march on. That night, them camp in the street, and half of the soldier been on one side of the cart, and the other half been on the other side to guard the body of the thief who head cut off. When Brother Fox's wife come to, her suspicions say Brother Fox been knowing who killed her pa, who been Brother Raccoon. And she tell her husband, Brother Fox, say if he don't get her pa's body and bring him to her that very night, she gonna tell Brother Lion she believe the one who cut her father, Brother Coon, head off and hide him, that's her own husband, Brother Fox. Brother Fox tell him and say he ain't know nothing about the thing, and he try to persuade him not to go to Brother Lion. When he find his wife mind to make up and no way for him to get out except to fetch Brother Coon's body to his wife, he gone to Brother Rabbit to advise him and to help him. Brother Rabbit, him hear all what Brother Fox has to say, and then he say, me tell you what you do. Tonight going cold. The soldier, they camped there on the street, and them ain't had no fire. Them very love rum. About middle of the night, you take your horse and you paint one side of them white and the other side of them black. You carry 2 jugs of rum and you ride to the camp and you give 1 jug to one gang of the soldiers who there on the right and the other jug to the other gang who there on the left. And when them drunk, you can take Brother Coon's body out of the cart and carry him home. Brother Fox, him wrap his head and eyes up so nobody can know him, and he paint his horse one side white and the other side black, and he take his 2 jugs of rum and he ride to the camp and he do just as Brother Rabbitman tell him to do. The soldier, them very glad to get the rum. Them think 2 men fetched them, one that ride the white horse and the other that ride the black horse. Them drink till them drunk, and then Brother Fox slip away with Brother Coon's body to his wife's house, and him and his wife bury him in the garden the same night, unbeknownst to everybody. The next morning, when the soldier wake up, the cart there they, but the body done gone. The soldiers who camp on the left, them say the man who ride on the white horse must have thiefed him, and the soldier who camp on the right, them say the man who ride on the black horse must have thiefed him. So Brother Fox confused them 2 gangs of soldiers, and them never did find him out. Brother Rabbit, him scheming more than all them other creatures. Him do all this, and yet him stay friends with Brother Lion, Brother Fox, and with Brother Coon family. Now, I was about to say, what was the point of Brother Rabbit doing all this? Because he did not benefit in any way, right? Like, initially when I was reading this, right, and Brother Rabbit told Brother Lion, oh, I know who's stealing from your garden, but I don't want to say their name, though, right? I'm thinking that Brother Rabbit is doing that so that he can, gain something, right? So maybe, like, instead of him having to share the stuff that he steals with Brother Raccoon and Brother Fox, he could just keep it all for himself because Brother Raccoon or whoever's going to get caught in the trap, right? That's what I thought initially, but then at the end of the story, it was like Brother Rabbit didn't gain anything from this, right? So for me, I think what this story is about is sometimes people play both sides of the fence. And let me tell you about a story that happened to me in 8th grade, actually. When I was in 8th grade, I had 2 friends who did not like each other, right? I was friends with them separately. Let's call one of them Ashley and one of them Brittany, right? So Ashley would talk crap about Brittany to me, and Brittany would talk crap about Ashley to me, right? And I would tell them, oh, well, shit, guess what? Like, when Ashley was talking crap about Brittany, I say, well, guess what Brittany said about you, right? And then when Brittany was talking crap about Ashley, I say, well, guess what Ashley said about you, right? And in my mind, I thought I was being a good friend. Like, I thought, like, you hear somebody talking about your friend, so you say something about it. Like, I don't know. In my mind, I wasn't trying to instigate. I really wasn't. I wasn't trying to be messy, right? But finally, Ashley and Brittany almost got into a fight. I don't think they ended up fighting. I think it got broken up before they fought, right? But I remember Ashley came to me and was like, why do you instigate so much? Like, what was up with that, right? And I was like, I wasn't instigating, but once Ashley pointed that out, I realized, yeah, I was, right? And in that case, in that story, I was Brother Rabbit. I was playing both sides of the fence. They were both my friends, and I thought I was looking out for both of them by telling them, oh, well, guess what so-and-so said about you? And that's what Brother Rabbit was doing. Brother Lion was his friend, so he wanted to look out for him and say, well, I know who's, stealing from your bank, but I don't want to say their name, right? And he ended up getting Brother Raccoon killed. And then when Brother Lion set out to try to find Brother Raccoon's family, and, Brother Fox came to Brother Rabbit like, oh, I'm in trouble. Then Brother Rabbit went against Brother Lion and helped Brother Fox out, right? So it's like, on one hand, you feel like what you're doing is trying to help both of your friends out, right? But you actually being grimy to both friends. In a lot of stories, Brother Rabbit is scheming and a trickster, and he does stuff so that he can, benefit in some way. But this story wasn't like that. It wasn't. He didn't even get anything from this, and I don't think he even felt good about what he was doing, right? I don't think he was happy that Brother Raccoon died. I don't think that he was happy that, whatever, right? He didn't benefit from this at all. So I don't think this is a normal, story about Brother Rabbit being scheming and a trickster, right? But again, I think that the moral of this story is you need to be careful of those friends who play both sides of the fence. Be careful of friends who are friends with people you don't like, because it's like, what conversations are y'all having when I'm not around? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, let me tell you something else that I noticed while reading this myth. Now, I may have mentioned this previously in other myths, but it's been so long since I started this segment, y'all. I literally took a year-long break, so I forgot what points I've made, right? But while I was reading this, when Brother Fox was talking to his wife, right? And his wife was saying, I think you know who killed my dad. You better get his body or else, right? The word EH kept being used to refer to the wife. Now, while I was reading it, I just read it as her, she, whatever, right? But something that I've noticed is that this EH word is often used to refer to men or women, right? And I actually just realized in the back of this book, there is like a little glossary, right? So to confirm my suspicions, I went to the back of this book and I looked up EH, and the definition of it is, hold on, give me 1 second. EH can mean he, she, it, his, her, or its. So it's kind of like a gender neutral way to refer to just anybody, right? Now, I'm going to read a little segment again, y'all, because I'm making a point here. Stick with me, right? And every time I see the word EH, I'm going to say X, okay? I'm just going to say X because I want to make the point that you all can see how this term is being used to refer to both Brother Fox and his wife, okay? When Brother Fox's wife come to, X's suspicion says Brother Fox been knowing who killed X's pa, who been Brother Raccoon. And X tells ex-husband, Brother Fox, say if X don't get X pa's body. That's the part that I really want to focus on. If X don't get X pa's body. So the first X is referring to Brother Fox. She's saying if you don't get my father's body, right? But the same pronoun is used for both of them. If X doesn't get X's father body, right? It's not saying if he doesn't get her father's body. No, it's just saying if X doesn't get X's father. Again, that's the same word that's being used to refer to both of them, right? And I'm bringing this up because I know this West African guy, right? And he's Nigerian. He claims his first language is English, but I'm like, nigga, you can't speak English, so I don't know about that, right? But he also speaks Igbo, right? And whenever he talks about people, you know, he could be saying, oh, she's going to the store or he's going wherever, right? He often misgenders them. That's something I've noticed a lot of times when he speaks. So I remember asking him, I said, is Igbo a gendered language? Because when you speak English, you tend to mix up genders, right? Because, you know, some languages are gendered languages, like French. French, everything has a gender, right? You know, if I don't remember the genders and stuff. Y'all know I can't halfway speak French, but, you know, cup might be a feminine noun, whereas chair might be a masculine noun, right? But then other languages are genderless. So I asked him that because, again, I noticed that often he would mix up the genders of different stuff. He'd refer to women as he and him. He'd refer to men as she and her, right? Now I'm reading Negro myths from the Georgia coast, and that came to my mind because this word EH aligns with what he does, right? EH is being used to refer to both men and women. It's not gendered, right? And that makes me realize the influence that different West African languages had on how we speak or how we spoke at one point. Now, in no way am I saying that I'm any sort of linguist or historian. That's not what I'm saying. I'm going off of my limited experiences. I don't know a lot of West Africans. I actually don't know a lot of Europeans either, right? I'm going off of the fact that I know that in English, we have gendered pronouns. You refer to women and girls as she and her. You refer to men and boys as he and him, right? And in the, you know, the limited exposure that I do have to West African languages, from what I've seen, some of them don't really have those gendered pronouns. So it's interesting to see how when we first got here, we had a stronger West African influence on our languages, clearly, which makes sense because we were more close to being fresh off the boat. So that was just something interesting that I wanted to point out. No need for nobody to get offended. Actually, I'm a linguist. Oh, no, we the original Blackfoot Indians from Tuttle Island. Please, no need for none of that.